Hello guys, how are you? So moving on our book, page 72, new content. A desktop computer. To enrich, to acquire, to inquire. Okay, the pronunciation of both are the same. To enable, a search engine. Knowledge, a cable. To memorize, a poem. To recite, satellite, extensive. An inquiry, the same too. There's a small difference I'll explain to you in a moment. While, whilst, a recital. Okay guys, a desktop computer is a computer that has a box with a hard drive and all the things there. It's separated from the monitor and from the keyboard and the mouse, okay? 4 different pieces. And it normally stays on a desk. That's why desktop computer, okay? To enrich means to make richer, okay? That doesn't apply only for money, but also we could say that about experiences. That ride enriched my day, so my experience, okay? To acquire means to buy something, okay? To take something as yours, to acquire. To inquire means to ask questions, okay? The difference between the spellings is that the one that starts with the letter E, the first one, is informal, actually less formal than the one that starts with I. The one that starts with I is more formal, okay? For example, when the police is asking criminals or suspects questions, they are inquiring with I, the criminal or the suspect, okay? To enable is to make something possible, okay? It's, to make something possible to happen, okay? Or to, for example, to train somebody to do something. Could be you are enabling the person to do something, okay? A search engine is Google. Google is the most famous search engine that I know. Knowledge is everything that you know. Knowledge, everything you know is your knowledge, okay? A cable, just like Portuguese. For example, nowadays there are many places that have cable TV, okay? Or the internet gets to our houses through the cable, okay? To memorize, just like Portuguese. Poem, just like Portuguese. To recite is exactly like Portuguese, okay? It's a verb that we use about poems. When we are saying a poem, we say to recite, okay? A satellite, just like Portuguese. Extensive, similar to Portuguese, and it means long, extend. An inquiry, and an inquiry, okay, is the noun of those verbs that I have explained to you, okay? While and whilst, they have the same meaning. The difference is that whilst is much more formal, okay? The word while, you know, we use the word while to show that 2 actions were happening at the same time. For example, I was recording a lesson while you were waiting for my lesson, okay? I am showing that 2 actions are happening at the same time. And a recital is just like Portuguese too, okay? So, remember, let's repeat. I'll leave you the time to repeat. Go? Let's repeat. Knowledge is the key to anyone's success. The more we have, the greater the chance of success. Can you memorize this poem for the next lesson, please? You haven't inquired why the cable we bought doesn't work, have you? He has recently acquired a new desktop computer, although in my opinion it's an obsolete object. This course has enriched your life, hasn't it? Can you recite this text to the class, please? The internet and its search engines have enabled us to have access to knowledge 24 hours a day. It is easy to memorize English words, isn't it? Books are more important than any search engines in my mother's opinion. People note there is a mistake in the sentence, okay? Books are more important than any search engines in my mother's opinion. The judge has called off the inquiry into the hotel crime, hasn't he? Okay, guys, let's practice. Remember that I read both question and answer, and I leave 1 or 2 seconds for you to pause the video and repeat the answer before I do, okay? Where would you inquire about tourist information in your city? I would inquire about tourist information in my city in the tourist information desk. What enables people to visit other countries more easily nowadays? Aeroplanes enable people to visit other countries more easily nowadays. Why do people still use desktop computers? People still use desktop computers because they are better for some situations such as gaming, etc. Have you acquired any new clothes recently? Yes, I have acquired some new clothes recently. I have acquired 2 pants and 1 shirt. Is knowledge something that we ever stop acquiring? No, knowledge is something that we never stop acquiring. People note that there is a misspelling in the word acquiring. The letter C is missing. Please correct it, okay? In the question and in the answer. Do you have a search engine enabled to open automatically when you turn on your computer? No, I don't have a search engine enabled to open automatically when I turn on my computer. Does your internet connection arrive at your home, via cable or via satellite? My internet connection arrives at my home via satellite. Have you memorized the new words in last lesson's new content? Yes, I have memorized the new words in last lesson's new content. How can schools enrich their students' knowledge outside of the classroom? Schools can enrich their students' knowledge outside of the classroom by taking them on excursions to museums. What type of household items use cables? The types of household items that use cables are TVs, DVD players, computers, many others. Do you remember what was the last thing you searched for in a search engine? No, I can't remember what was the last thing I searched for in a search engine. Will you have been memorizing many new words for almost 3 years by the time you finish this course? Yes, I will have been memorizing many new words for almost 3 years by the time I finish this course. What do you have an extensive knowledge of? I have an extensive knowledge of English and Portuguese, people. When you need it, okay, let me know. Do you know any celebrity who has acquired the fame of being difficult to work with? Yes, I know a celebrity who has acquired the fame of being difficult to work with. He is called João Gilberto. Are there tests nowadays that enable people to find out the sex of their baby while pregnant? Yes, there are tests nowadays that enable people to find out the sex of their baby while pregnant. Can you give me an example of a job that would enable you to use your English skills daily? Yes, I can give you an example of a job that would enable me to use my English skills daily. It is English teacher. Where are the cables that carry electricity in London? The cables that carry electricity in London are underground. How would you feel if I asked you to memorize and recite a famous English poem next lesson? If you asked me to memorize and recite a famous English poem next lesson, I would feel very nervous. Why did Rachel not inquire about why the woman was crying? Rachel didn't inquire about why the woman was crying because she thought it would be rude. What could you do to increase your knowledge of the English language? I could watch movies, listen to music, and read books to increase my knowledge of the English language. What did the detective inquire about at the company's office? The detective inquired about the knowledge of the company had of their employees' personal history. Does Rachel watch her favorite series while she is dyeing her hair? Yes, Rachel watches her favorite series while she is drying her hair. Can you read poems while listening to music? No, I can't read poems whilst listening to music. What had she inquired about whilst she was at the train station? She had inquired about the new train times whilst she was at the train station. Have you ever recited anything in front of your class? No, I've never recited anything in front of my class. Have you ever made an inquiry about how much an exchange program might cost? Yes, I have made an inquiry about how much an exchange program might cost. Where can I make an inquiry about what the weather will be like tomorrow? I can make an inquiry about what the weather will be like tomorrow on an internet search engine. Have you ever been to a poem recital? Yes, I surprisingly have been to a poem recital. Okay guys, so that's the new content of today. Okay, don't forget to keep doing the exercise book, the workbook, okay? And we'll see next lesson, okay? Thank you very much, people. Don't forget to keep studying, okay? Bye-bye.